Check it out.
This video will cover the standard setup procedure for your ABXS-1L Encompass with Sentinel technology. Start by attaching the half-moon mount onto the tube bundle you are cleaning. Bolt hardware is included with your equipment, but depending on the size of the bolt holes and the configuration of the exchanger, you may need to supply your own bolt hardware. Be sure to check with the plant to see what is required. The spline hub on the new mounting plate has been redesigned. The new hub is engineered with much tighter tolerances, which eliminates play in the rotary arm and enables precision indexing with Sentinel. Note that the Sentinel-enabled compass only works with the new mounting plate. It is not interchangeable with the old style of mounting plate used with the non-Sentinel version of the compass. Next, attach the rotary drive to the spline hub. There is a bolt in the middle of the slew drive that will thread into the hub. Be sure to orient the drive so that the motor is facing away from the tube sheet to protect it from effluent and to avoid blocking the tubes. Hand tighten the thumb screw to secure the rotary motor to the mounting plate. Next, insert the rail into the channel in the rotary drive. Be sure that the slots in the rail are facing outward. Adjust the rail so the length best matches the diameter of the area to be cleaned, and secure the rail with the thumb screws on the rotary drive. Next, we will install the linear carriage. The linear carriage has an unlocked and locked position. The unlocked position raises the gear and allows the carriage to be moved along the rail without being connected to air lines. Once in position on the rail, move the carriage to the locked position, which lowers the gear and engages the gear teeth with the slots in the rail. Insert the pin to secure the carriage in the locked position. Attach the rail stops by sliding them into each end of the rail and using the pin to secure them. This prevents the 1L tractor from accidentally driving off the end of the rail. Next, choose the proper guide tube for the size of lance and banshee cleaning nozzle you are using. Insert the guide tube into the guide tube block assembly and tighten the thumb screws to secure it. Remove the lower pin on the front of the 1L tractor and slide the guide tube block assembly under the top pin. Replace the bottom pin to secure it. Insert the lance and banshee through the tractor until the banshee is in the guide tube. In the next step, we will insert the slide on the bottom of the guide tube block assembly into a channel in the linear carriage. Open the clamp on the linear carriage and slide the bottom of the guide tube block in place. Adjust the tractor position as needed so that your guide tube is the proper distance from the tube sheet face and close the clamp to secure the tractor in place. Now you will install the collet and hose stop safety devices on your lance. Choose the proper collet and hose stop sizes for your lance from the kit. Insert the collet into the collet block and push down until the spring-loaded locking pin clicks. Pull up on the collet to ensure it is locked in place. Pull back on the lance from the rear of the tractor to make sure that the collet stops the banshee from entering the tractor. Push the lance to the end of one of the exchanger tubes until it extends about ½ an inch, or 13 millimeters out of the tube. Install the hose stop on the lance at the back of the tractor at this point so the hose cannot feed any further. To remove the collet, pull the spring-loaded locking pin out and pull up on the collet. When not in use, you can store the collet using the magnets on top of the collet block so that it doesn't get lost. Next, we will install the air hoses and electrical cables to connect your 1L tractor and compass indexer to the power hub and the controller. Begin by connecting the bundle containing the larger air hoses to the 1L tractor. First, remove the plugs. It is important to keep the plugs inserted when air lines are not connected to keep dirt and debris from entering the system, which can lock up the motors. Insert the large red hose into the push lock fitting marked with the red tag and push until it is firmly in place. Insert the large black hose into the push lock fitting with the black tag. Insert the smaller blue hose into the fitting with the blue tag. The dials on the air valves allow you to control the forward and reverse lance speeds when cleaning. Turning these dials will adjust the amount of airflow to the drive motors so you can independently optimize the forward and reverse feed of the lance. The electronic cable gets connected to the side of the 1L. Remove the cap for the connector labeled tractor. There is a spot to store the cap directly above to keep it safe and dry. Line up the female receptor at the end of the cable with the male pin in the outlet, and turn the connector until it clicks into place. Now we'll connect the two identical smaller hose bundles to the linear carriage and the rotary drive. Start by connecting the red and black hoses to the color-coded fittings on the linear drive. Then connect the electronic cable with the 90-degree connector to the outlet on the side of the motor. Next, repeat the same process to connect the second hose bundle to the rotary drive motor. Now we will connect all of the hose bundles to the power hub. The set of inputs with the arrows that point side to side control the rotary drive. So connect the hoses from the rotary drive to the red and black fittings, and the electronic cable to the outlet beside them. Connect the hose bundle from the linear drive to the set of outlets marked with the up and down arrows. Connect the large hose bundle from the 1L to the row of outlets marked tractor. Connect the blue hose, the red hose, the black hose, and the electronic cable. The single electronic cable is connected to the back of the controller and to the outlet on the power hub marked control. The power cable can be connected to a battery or to the power supply adapter so that it can be plugged into a standard electrical outlet. Connect the other end to the power outlet on the power hub. As a final step, put the protective cover over the entire power hub. The cover helps protect the system from wear and tear caused by water and effluent during cleaning. Be sure to orient the cover so that the emergency stop button is visible and easily accessed. The assembly of your system is now complete and you are ready to start calibration and job setup.